Hello, welcome to another episode of You Have My Attention. Here we have Carla joining us again.
Hello, meow.
Oh, hi.
Hi. It's good to be back. I know I'm in high demand. No, I'm not. I'm all like, I asked to do another episode. It's all me.
I know. I'm glad to have you back. So today,
Happy to be
you
here.
and I are going to debate.
We are. We're gonna fight.
We're gonna argue.
Wait, Ellie and I have beef.
What's our beef? Well, we have beef for multiple reasons, right?
Yes.
Aside from being siblings.
Ellie is the ultimate party pooper, and you're gonna see why in this
No,
episode.
I'm not.
Yes, you will.
You will one day realize why
Why you're
think
lame?
the way I think. One day you're going to be like, I'm tired and I just want to go home. That's how you're going to feel.
Oh my god. Okay, well maybe it's just you're older, but
Well, okay, before we get into our debates, because we're going to go through a couple topics and we're each going to have our side and we're going to argue our side, right?
oh yes, I do want to bring something up before we go into that. Little update on the New Year's resolutions that we talked about earlier this year. Remember how you had one resolution to wash your car 4 times a year?
Yes, and I still haven't washed my car once this year. In fact, I don't remember the last time I washed it. It must have been sometime in the summer last year. I don't remember.
Well, when you spoke about that,
Yes.
you inspired me to wash my car. So I forgot to mention it the last episode because I was going to mention the last episode, but I washed my car because Ellie kind of like put that goal into like just out there. She put it out there, and then I was like, that seems like an easy goal to pick up. I will also do that.
So you already washed your car once, and I still haven't washed my car.
Yeah,
Still.
so that's kind of on you, Ellie.
Okay,
So
well,
one down, 3 to go.
I said once per season, so I have until what, March 21st or whenever the first day
You
of
gonna wait on that?
spring is. I have until then to wash
Oh
my
my
car
God.
once, and then after that I have to wash it again before the summer, and then I have to wash it again before fall, and then I have to wash it again before the end of the year.
You just gotta do it.
I just gotta go.
Just do it.
I just gotta bite the bullet, as they say. I don't know why people say bite the bullet. I don't know what that's from. Why would you do that? I don't know. I just gotta go.
I don't want to bite metal.
Yeah, I just gotta go and wash my car and get it over with. And then inevitably it will rain the next day and it'll be so annoying.
I hate it when that happens.
Or I'll drive through some puddle with mud or something. Something like that will happen, but I guess it's inevitable. So
It's like inevitable.
yeah.
The Vanessa Hudgens.
Okay. So let's just get into it. Let's go into our first disagreement, our
first fight.
Our first debate. So you think that rewatching movies is fun?
Yes,
So
it's like one of the most fun things to do. It's so comforting. It's so funny. It's just like, I don't know. Not that I think that it's more fun than watching new movies, but I think it's just fun to rewatch movies, and I like to do it all the time. And I like to do it with like you guys, like our sisters, because we grew up watching the same movies and we quote them all the time, or we just find them funny, or we like to make fun of them because they're really, really bad movies. And Ellie hates it. Ellie hates watching the same movies with us.
Yeah, I think rewatching movies, and we're obviously referring to movies we enjoy. You're not going to rewatch a movie if you didn't like it, right? This is specifically for ones you really like.
Unless it's like so bad that it's funny,
and you make fun of it.
Then I'll rewatch it. And if it's like not a good movie in that case, but like if it's just like terrible to watch, like, and you can't even make fun of it or something, then it's like, okay, I'm just not gonna rewatch it. It was just that bad.
So it's just whether or not you find it entertaining. Really.
Yeah.
Not, this is
nostalgic.
Okay. And I disagree. I think doing that multiple times is a wasted opportunity. Why watch a movie over and over when you can watch a new movie and experience something new
and risk it all? What if you hate the new movie?
Then you stop watching it.
I'm just kidding. Well,
you don't have to finish the movie if you really dislike it that
that's
much.
true. There's been a few times where the movie was so bad, I'm just like, I just don't even finish it. Or I just like, um, there's it's only happened very few times because like you got to be really bad for me to like really not want to finish it.
Right.
But like for instance, when I went to go see Elvis, the new Elvis movie in theaters, oh my god, I wanted to walk out of that movie like halfway through. I was like
Why?
not interested. I just hated the way the movie was filmed. It felt like rushed, and then I didn't like some of the music that was in it, and like the characters were like unlikable. I think what's his name, Austin Butler, he did fine as Elvis, but it's just like I didn't feel like they developed his character enough. And it's like, yeah, I know it's like a, what's it called, an autobiography or biography.
Right. It's going to be based on Elvis's life. But it's not going to be based on a plot where the character develops, you know. It's
well, yeah, but like I
life.
felt like they just sort of shown more, and I just wasn't enjoying the movie.
You know what I thought about that movie? Okay, so
what?
The pacing was weird.
Yes,
so
yes,
some of
exactly.
Some of it felt rushed, and some of it felt like it was dragging.
Yes.
So the movie probably could have been shorter, or just paced better, or differently.
Mm-hmm.
Some things could have been cut out that were not as important. I don't know how controversial this opinion is. I think Tom Hanks' character should have been in the movie a lot less. And it's like kind of from his point of view, he's like the narrator throughout the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't like his character. I don't like his voice. I don't like the voice he did. I think because he's like, it sounded like Tom Hanks trying to do a voice. It sounded like Woody trying to do a voice. It didn't sound like he was just doing the voice, and I didn't feel that when I heard his voice, I felt like a character to me. It felt like he was trying to do a character, which is what you don't want. It has to seem natural. It has to seem like you embody the character. And I'm sorry, but that's honestly how I felt about that performance.
I agree.
And I think part of it is not all on Tom Hanks, though. I think a part of it is just on the
directing
character.
of the movie and
the character itself. I just think.
And the pacing, like you said, which I agree with. And I agree with your points for that movie. But getting back to the main point, that's not a movie I would rewatch, but like some movies are just worth rewatching like multiple times, and sometimes it's just like you're just in the mood to do that. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to like watch a new movie on Netflix, which has a lot of movies that suck, honestly, and a lot of shows that suck. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not.
You've found yourself disliking a lot of things on Netflix.
I feel like I have, yeah.
There are some Netflix originals that have been
some are
very
bangers,
well made,
like The Queen's Gambit.
That was a limited series.
And then Stranger Things was good. Other things have been good on there, but I'm just saying, like in general, like I like rewatching movies because it's just fun to me. Like,
you know what to expect.
Huh?
You already know what to expect.
I know what to expect.
You just want to catch those things you didn't catch before.
Sometimes, yeah, and sometimes I do catch new stuff. Like, believe it or not, like I rewatched Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix for like, I don't know, the 50th time.
Okay, that's one of them that is a sore spot for me. I don't want to watch Harry Potter again.
When I rewatched that movie,
too many times.
When I rewatched that movie, I caught something new, and I was like, "What?" Like, I think it was like one or two things that I caught that I didn't notice before, which was cool. But anyway, also, here's another reason I like to rewatch movies, because you get to, if you rewatch it with someone else who hasn't watched it, you get to see all their reactions, which is fun, and I like doing that too. So Ellie is wrong and Carla is right.
No, you're wrong, because you could have seen a movie that you've never seen before.
Oh my god.
You could have laughed at something that you've never laughed at before. It's funnier the first time than it is.
Ellie sees it as a waste
over and over. Yes, sometimes I'll rewatch a movie if it's been a while and I don't remember a good amount of it.
Sometimes it has been a while. Usually we don't do it that often.
And I haven't already seen it many times.
Oh my god.
Then I'm more likely to be open to rewatching it. But especially some of these that we've seen many, many times, like the Harry Potter movies, like, Shrek. The Shrek movies.
Oh my god,
I
Shrek
saw
2.
them already. I saw
Shrek
them all multiple
and
times.
Shrek 3. Oh yes.
I don't need to watch it again. I'm good. I'm good. Let me watch something new, something
Oh,
else.
okay. While we're talking about this, I might as well list off some of the other movies that we like to rewatch besides like the Harry Potter series and the Shrek series. We also like rewatching two specific movies that are okay. It's
I'm
there.
rolling my eyes. Just
This one is bad, but it's like bad, so bad that it's funny.
so bad that it's good. That's what
Yeah.
people say, right?
And I'm thinking of, what is it called? Johnson's Family Vacation. Dude, if you have not seen that movie, watch it. It's so good. It's so funny. It's like kind of bad, but it's like it's funny. So it just like makes up for it. So that's one we like to rewatch. We like to do the voice. We like to quote the main character, the dad. And then another one we like to watch. Actually, we haven't seen this one in a while. But Fat Albert. Fat Albert, oh my god, yes. That one's actually, I think that one's actually a good movie. Not like the greatest, finest thing, but it's like, it's just funny. I find it really funny.
A few other ones you guys like to rewatch: White Chicks, Mean Girls.
We don't even watch those that much. White Chicks, I
Hoodwinked.
haven't seen that in a while. Hoodwinked, we don't even see that often.
No, you guys have seen that like 8 times.
Oh my god, okay, that's not even that
too
bad.
much.
I feel like if it's like over 10 times, and then you can consider that part of the list, but I don't feel like we watch Hoodwink that much.
I am more open to rewatching TV shows because there's so much more to watch. There's multiple seasons sometimes.
That's fair.
Many episodes.
I like rewatching TV shows too.
Recurring characters, cameos, references to other shows that
there's a lot more content.
Right away. Yes, lots of jokes. I feel like there's more hidden stuff going on usually. There's just more to them, so those are more willing to rewatch. And then also with the show,
that's just a wasted opportunity because you're missing out on a new show.
Yes, but with a movie, it's a full solid like 2 hours plus in a row.
It's less.
With a show, typically it's like a 25-minute situation that you're done. You don't have to keep watching the next one, the next one, the next one.
Oh my God.
In the movie, you have to sit through the whole thing, right? Normally people do that, or not always, but
we like to.
There's just so much out there to watch that we've never watched. And I would rather try to see something new.
Okay, bad take, but anyway, moving on.
So the next one is about hiking.
Oh my
God.
Carla
loves hiking.
I love it.
She thinks it's great.
She's
tried to invite me multiple times.
You're
I've gone
lame.
maybe once or twice and been like, okay.
Potty pooper, potty pooper, potty pooper.
I don't want to go amongst
nature, what is natural.
I like going in nature, but it's just too vertical, I don't mind, like,
it doesn't even have to be that vertical. You can honestly just go on like a paved path that doesn't go uphill.
For it to be an enjoyable experience, a lot of things have to go right. So it has to be the right time of day.
Okay.
It has to be a good weather.
Okay, well that one's obvious.
You have to be prepared.
It's not like,
it depends on the kind of hike you're going, obviously. But here's the thing: you've invited me to some hiking that's not like, oh, the trail is 5 minutes away from here. No, it's like an hour drive, hour and a half. Like, let's go to this place, let's go to that place.
I've only invited you to that like one time because I know you're not gonna want to go.
It's been more than once, and I've immediately declined because I don't feel like driving an hour and a half just so I can go hike.
Okay, fine.
Then
it was like
hike
twice.
back and then take another hour and a half or more to drive home. That's too much time.
Oh my God, lame. I think hiking is one of the best forms of exercise personally for me because it's just like it's relatively low impact unless you're going on the super like very, very uphill paths.
There's many options.
There's levels to it, right?
Yes.
I just like being outside. I'm a nature person, nature girl. Hashtag, what do you call it? Hashtag, not Tumblr. I'm thinking of something else.
I don't know what you're thinking of.
The pictures one where there's collages and all that stuff.
Hashtag Wanderlust.
Pinterest. Hashtag Pinterest. Anyway. Hashtag Pinterest. I just love hiking. I love being outside. I love the fresh air, the just natural everything, and I just breathe better. I feel better. Everything is better. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off or anything.
So annoying.
See, I like the walking part. What I don't like is the vertical part. I don't like that someone can just sneak up behind you and hide in the woods and attack you. That has happened. Don't say it hasn't.
Oh my god, everyone always talks about that.
It's less witnesses are around in case there's a crime. Encountering animals can be dangerous sometimes, depending on what it is. The weather, like I said, has to be good. It can't be too hot. It can't be too cold. It can't be too sunny. It can't be raining.
Most times I go to trails that are like,
not too
designated trails for people. Like the area has like been cleared out for that.
Okay.
So like, sure,
Not
maybe
safe enough.
you can run into an animal, but like it's just like not as likely as you think it would be. I mean, I don't know the statistics.
I'm not as worried about the animals as I am about other
cocaine
people.
bear. Just kidding.
Other people that you don't know.
Oh, other people. Okay, that's fair. I mean, if that wasn't a worry, to be honest, I would go alone. But like most times I don't go alone because everyone always makes me freak out
I
about
do not
that.
recommend going hiking alone. That's a bad idea.
Especially not like in the afternoon, evening. Like obviously not a good idea, especially if you're a girl. But I go with someone every time. And it's just like, it's nice. And it's just like a nice way to have a conversation. Like you guys are just walking and then you're talking, walking and talking.
There are options where you can go walk and it's like more the surveillance.
Exactly. But I like that whole aspect of no surveillance, all that. It's just
yeah, you say that
more. Oh my god, it's just more appealing to me, and it's just, I don't know, it's nicer, and I like being outside, and you can hate all you want, but hiking is like one of the best forms of exercise. So
yeah, there's, like I said, levels to it. There's some people that are more extreme. They really want to go borderline climbing at that point. That's not what you do.
But I'm not going climbing, no.
That's not what you do, where it's like you're practically climbing.
No. I would be a climber, but I'm too scared.
No, that's even
I think
worse.
It's cool, but it's
even worse
that takes
of an
a lot.
idea.
That's very intense.
Yeah, you're not going to change my mind. I like hiking to a degree, but it's like barely hiking.
Lame. Well, yeah. Okay.
There's more fun
we disagree yet again
to do than hiking.
There's what?
More fun exercise to do.
Like what?
Literally almost anything else. Lifting weights. Just walking around your neighborhood, to me, is much more enjoyable.
Neighborhood, no, because there's cars, and there's, every time I want to go on a walk, like in our neighborhood, I usually like to go in the evenings because the sun's going down and it looks pretty, and I don't know, it's just the time I like to go. And every time I feel like every time I go in the evenings, everyone is outside, everyone's in their front yard, everyone's in their garage, and I'm like,
That's good. You want
here.
There to be witnesses.
No, I don't want them there.
Someone can be like, I saw this girl.
I want to be alone. I want all those people to be inside their houses.
I'm not saying I want to talk to them.
No, the sidewalk is for me and for me only. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well,
I just find it less annoying to go hiking because it's just like, it's literally for walking. It's literally just so you can like get your exercise, get in, get out, and have a good time, and then it's like fine,
Okay, well, if you invite me, you already know.
She'll say no.
So on to the next one. You think roller coasters are fun? I think they're a hazard.
I think they're one of the best forms of, how do you say?
Exhilarating entertainment.
Yes. Like, it's a great way to, like, just have fun, like, quickly. Well,
quickly.
The activity of itself, getting on the ride itself, it's, like, quick. And it's, like, adrenaline and all that. But the wait sometimes is, like, obviously not quick.
Okay, it's not even just the wait to get on the ride, depending on where you're going, right? Where the amusement park is and all that. You have to travel to the amusement park unless you live near one,
Which we do.
near-ish. I don't even want to say near.
We're like within 20-minute. We're like 20-minute drive.
Okay.
That's not that
but that's
bad.
not the case for everybody, right? Most people have to have a decent drive to
that
get
is
to the
not
amusement park.
the argument, Ellie. I'm just talking about roller coasters in general. I'm not talking about the amusement park, getting to the roller coaster, whatever.
Okay, so we're just looking at the roller coaster itself.
Yeah, so I'm trying to make it about something else.
No, I don't want to get on that thing. I am going to get dizzy. I might not
I think this
throw up, but it's going to be a horrible time for me for hours afterwards.
Ellie is prone to, what do you mean? Motion sickness,
I'm just
right?
more prone to motion sickness than other people. What I've observed,
that automatically,
I don't like being thrown around like a rag doll. That's not my definition of fun. God. Getting nauseous.
You gotta be okay. Here's the thing about roller coasters, which I learned at some point after I started writing them, because like at first I thought they were like really scary and I didn't like being thrown around, as you say, but that's because I was clenching the fuck out of my stomach and my fists and everything. I was making my body all tight, and that's just not the way you got to do it. The way you have to do it is you got to let go and let yourself fly, and then it's fun. Then you're a bird, and then you're flipping and you're going fast and you're a cheetah and the bird, and you're just like, it's fun.
That's not fun. I can't let go.
You gotta let go.
No, I can't.
That's Ellie's issue.
Even if I let go, I'll still get nauseous. That doesn't stop the nausea.
I think your motion sickness is like the root of like a lot of your lameness.
The hiking, my motion sickness isn't affected by hiking because but like walking.
You don't like getting on planes. You don't like driving, being in cars
for long periods of time. No, that's not fun. Being in a car for long periods of time. No.
Please no. If you want to go like anywhere fun, most likely you're gonna have to drive more than 5 minutes. So good luck with that.
Getting on a train or something like that.
Actually, yeah,
because
I do prefer, or I would like to get on a train. I don't think I've been on a train. Have I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I've gone on those little trains, the ones that are like in amusement parks. I like those.
God.
That's the ride I get on.
Ellie is so lame. Whenever we go like to like Six Flags or something like that, an amusement park, and they have a train, oh my god, she's all over that thing. She's like, oh, I don't want to get on the roller coaster. I want to go on the train.
Yeah,
bruh, you just want to sit there and get like
sit there and go around
driven
the park
around
and see the sights
and just see, but like what's the
off.
fun in that? Like, what? You want to see people get on the roller coasters, not actually be on it? Like,
yeah,
it's
because
lame.
like I said, they make me nauseous.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I prefer the train. I think that's the best ride in the park.
I disagree. I think Ellie's wrong.
I don't think there's a right or wrong. It's just an opinion.
Ellie is a hater and she likes lame things. You
don't have to agree with me, but there's always a person that doesn't.
Let's get on the train. Who wants to do that? Oh my god.
You know what? You don't even have to get on the train with me. I'll get on the train by myself.
Oh my god.
Without you. I know there's some places that do a pretty good job with safety, but you have heard of these incidents sometimes where things go wrong with the roller coaster. Someone gets stuck or someone.
You know what, Ellie? Risk is always a possibility if you're having fun.
Yes, but it's a roller coaster. Think about how fast it's going. Think about gravity.
Point.
Centrifugal
force. Oh my god, gravity.
It's just there's no other thing that's going to be throwing you around like that.
Oh my god.
On purpose.
It's just fun. It's fun and you're flying and you got to let go and you're just
for some people and the opposite of fun for others, and I happen to fall in the second group.
In the lame group?
If you experienced them the same way I do, you would agree with me, but because you don't, then you're going to keep disagreeing with me unless something happens.
Oh my god. She always talks like that. She's like, well, what if this happened? Well, did you know that this happened like 2 years ago?
Well,
and I'm like, okay.
Hopefully it doesn't. I hope you continue to enjoy them because it would be nice. It would be nice to enjoy them, but I cannot. So I'm staying in the group that I'm staying.
So for the time being, Ellie's just going to be not a part of the fun.
Yeah, I'll stay out of it. You can go have fun without me.
Oh my god.
I don't care, and you're not going to change my mind because you don't know what it's like for me. So,
okay.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
Okay. So the next one is another disagreement we have, and it has to do with partying. You think
Ellie,
partying late is fun?
like I said, Ellie's a party pooper, and
I'm not a party pooper.
you are
I'm
in
a party.
general,
I can handle it in doses.
which is like, huh? That's not how you party.
See, this is why.
What are you gonna do? Like, go to a party for like an hour and then like be like, okay, I need to step out, guys, and then you like leave for an hour and then come back for another hour.
Well, that's if the party's at my house.
That's just weird.
If it's not at my house, I'm just gonna leave after like an hour or two.
I don't know. Okay, not like I'm a crazy party person or anything, because I'm not. I don't think I am. But I like going out. I am way more social than Ellie or any of our other sisters. I like meeting new people, but personally that's not the main reason I like parties. I just like having fun. I just like relaxing, not thinking about like work or whatever.
You like socializing, and
like
that's
socializing.
why I have the theory that you're actually an extrovert. I don't care what you say. You're definitely an extrovert. Because
Ellie has this theory.
No introvert will ever say,
I never said I was an introvert.
I need to go socialize.
I always say I'm an ambivert or whatever you call it, like the mixed one.
No, I'm sorry. Everything you just said screams extrovert. No introvert would ever say that, ever.
You're wrong, and I never said I was an introvert. I said I was mixed.
Well, you're not. You're definitely an extrovert.
You're wrong. You don't know me. You don't live in my head.
You completely fit in that category. Everything you're saying
oh my god,
is just screaming extrovert.
These are contradicting claims, but I like parties, but I don't like crowds, like crowded rooms and
groups of people,
which sometimes parties can be crowded, but I usually like the parties that I go to, they're not that crowded. Also, I'm just talking like I've gone to a bunch of parties. I haven't. I've just gone to some, and I usually have a good time, and I like to have like a drink or two, and I like to just like, have a good time and like, I don't know, like sing songs, play games, like talk shit. Like it's just fun.
Okay, and I can handle that for about 30 minutes, and then I'm ready to go home.
Actually?
And if there's no good food, I'm going to leave even faster.
Okay, well, that's fair. But I had a graduation party semi-recently, and Ellie helped me set it up and all that. And you were there. You were present at the beginning. So was your boyfriend. You guys were present at the beginning. Y'all guys were gone for like the main chunk of it, I think. Then he left, and then Ellie came back like at the end of the party. So she was present at the beginning, and then she came back at the end.
Yeah, at the end when more people have left, and it was like more died down and more. It was
basically like a hangout at that point. It wasn't even like a party anymore.
Yeah, and that's because I also wanted to make sure everything was clean before I went to bed. So I went down there and I hung out for a little bit, and I started cleaning up like slowly and gradually while still eating some of the food. Like I said, the food. If there's no food, no, I'm not going to be there for long.
Well, I had food.
And if it's at my house, I'm going to obviously be there longer, but I will leave at some point and then come back and clean up because I don't want a mess to clean up later. I'm not cleaning anything the next morning. It has to be clean.
Oh my God.
It has to be clean before I go to bed. I don't want to leave a feast for potential bugs.
Oh my God.
So
that's all I like to
take care of. That's all
Ellie cares about. She cares about leaving the kitchen clean because she's worried about cockroaches.
I don't want to wake up the next morning and then all this food in the morning. I want to have a nice morning, have my tea or coffee or whatever I decide I want to drink that day, have my breakfast, and I don't want to have a mess of trash everywhere and smelling old food and all those smells that linger when you leave things out. So I want to clean it up so the next morning is a good morning for me. Nice, calm.
I guess this is why you need cleaning. Both kinds of people.
Yes.
In a party or in a party setting.
I'm the one who's like trying to clean up as I go.
There's one person who makes a mess and this one person who wants to clean up the mess.
I don't want to just wait till the end and no.
Well, what are you going to do? Clean up as the party's going?
Yes. Especially if it's my party. Okay,
well, you have a very different idea of a party than I do. Ellie's idea of a party is like a little tea party, a little get together, a little game night with like no more than 5 people.
Yeah, that sounds ideal. It's
Which I
more
like that too.
controllable.
I like small get-togethers, and I like big get-togethers, and I like one-on-ones, and I like
Yeah, all of
being by
these
myself
things are things
sometimes.
coming out of an extrovert's mouth.
Oh my
That's a thing.
god, I'm not. I'm not fully an extrovert.
Okay, well, when you finally decide to come around and you agree with me,
Oh my
let
god.
me know.
Disagree.
Come tell me I'm right.
Fight me. Talk shit to me.
It's just after a certain point, my social, what is it, battery runs out, and I just gotta go be in my room and not do all that stuff. You know, I gotta go be in the quiet, be alone with my thoughts.
Oh my god.
Or just do some quiet activity to, you know, get ready for going to bed and
crocheting in her bed at night, reading a book. Well, actually, I read a book
you can't
before
read
bed.
while you crochet. I mean,
no,
you can,
I didn't say at
but
the
I
same
don't do
time. I said like that's things.
Yes.
I'm listing things that you like to do.
Yes, I want to wind down before bed. It
by
helps
yourself.
me
Yeah.
prepare for sleeping. So.
Okay. Well.
So what do
that's
you do? Do you just go? Okay, when you're gonna go to bed, right? You get ready for bed, and then, but do you do any activity to wind down?
Yes, I literally just said I like to read before bed.
Okay, so I don't know why you're giving me a hard time.
Right after I made the point, I said, okay, I do that too. So then I was like kind of backing off. So I'm not giving you that hard of a time. I'm just saying the whole party thing, you're kind of a party pooper, and I always want you there, but you never want to be there, or you only want to be there for like, I don't know, 30 minutes at a time. And I'm like, that's not enough.
I'm going to be there on my own terms.
Oh my God.
And you're just going to have to deal with it. And you're not going to change me because this is just who I am.
Okay.
Just like I'm not going to expect you to do the same things I do because I know.
I don't expect you to do anything. I just like want you to, but you don't want to, and
but that's
fine.
Not going to happen. That's like me wanting you to leave the party like I like to leave and then come back later. Huh?
I said that's not going to happen.
Exactly. So I don't know why you have this like romanticized idea of me changing.
I'm gonna keep inviting you to parties.
Okay, and I will come for the first 30 minutes.
And I'll keep being disappointed whenever you decide to leave.
And I'm just not gonna stay there for hours and hours. I have other things I'd rather do for a while.
Okay, meow.
Okay, meow.
Okay, last point, which is always I'd say like a kind of a popular debate.
Yeah, a lot of people are on either side of this. I think here in the US most people are on one side than the other, but I don't know, what do you think?
Coffee versus tea. I pick coffee. Almost every time.
So you think coffee is better than tea? It's a better experience?
I'm thinking more of taste.
Oh, okay. Actually. That's the thing. That's the thing that I just kind of don't get. So I like coffee. But tea is more easily, like, universally enjoyable. I think it's a better option. If I had to only pick one for the rest of my life, I would pick tea. Why? Tea has so many options.
So does coffee.
There's herbal. There's green tea. There's black tea. There's so many varieties. There's so many flavors.
Okay, you can say that about a lot of things.
It's really good hot or cold. I know the same thing goes for coffee, but this is the thing. For coffee, for most people, you have to do things to it to make it enjoyable for them. Okay. So most people, they're like, okay, I like my coffee with milk and sugar. So you have to add milk and sugar. People do that to tea as well. Mm-hmm. But some people are happy with just drinking the tea.
And some people drink coffee black, so I don't know why you're making that point.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people that I've met do not drink
because
the coffee
they're drinking crappy coffee most times.
Okay, sure. But think about all the processes involved to get your cup of coffee.
Processes? Did you just say that?
Think about the whole process. I don't know if that's the right word. I probably messed up on my grammar there. But coffee, you have to select it. So you have to import it from wherever it's grown. You have to go through this whole roasting process. You have to grind the beans, and then you have to brew the beans.
Is the debate about the process or the actual just the the taste as a consumer,
I think we're just comparing which one's better choice.
like overall with a bunch
Yes.
of factors involved.
Yes.
Well, if you're going that route, then it's like, okay, maybe tea could be better, I guess, or easier to make or whatever. But I just think that if you are looking at it from the consumer's perspective, or like the customer, whatever, like you go in and you just buy either one, I just think coffee tastes better. And
Do you
you
like
can
to
do
drink
a
your
lot
coffee
of
black?
no.
Have you ever had a coffee that is of the quality where you could drink it black? Because you just said, oh, it's because people drink shitty coffee. Okay, but have you ever had a coffee where you can do that? I've never seen you drink coffee black.
No.
Not on purpose.
I usually do it just to try it or because someone else wants me to do it. But just
and every
because
time you're like, never mind, I need
I
sugar or milk.
Just because I don't like drinking it black doesn't mean that it's bad. Sure, it's just probably because it's like not as of quality or whatever. Which recently I've been trying more small businesses that sell coffee instead of just like, Starbucks or whatever. And it's honestly, it's making me way less tolerant of Starbucks.
Or coffees that you don't like in general. The really bitter. Okay, so coffee, the flavors,
coffee done right is better than
balance.
tea.
It's a balance between bitter and sour.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Some coffees are going to be more sour. Some are going to be more bitter. Some are going to be...
Yeah.
Some have both, but more or less of the other.
I just think in general, like drinking one versus the other, coffee is just better. But I will say I do like to drink tea, but at night, like specifically like to get ready for bed, to wind down. I do like it for that purpose. So I like having like an herbal tea or just non-caffeinated or whatever to wind down sometimes. And what was I gonna say? Coffee just like in the morning or like midday, I like doing that. And I had another point to this. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
It's just there's so much more versatility with tea. It's more easily enjoyable. You have to do less to it to make it enjoyable. It's less expensive generally, I think, because you just have to buy the tea bags and boil the water. You don't need any special equipment like you do with coffee. Like with coffee, if you want to brew it, like if you want to prepare lattes, you need an espresso machine or you need a mocha pot that will make it something close to an espresso brew. You have to worry about if you really are into coffee, you're going to want to grind your own beans. So you need a coffee grinder for that. It's an extra step. That's more money that you have to spend. All those things.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but I still like it better.
And then also I think a lot of people like coffee more because of the effect it has on them because of the caffeine. You can get that same effect with tea.
Granted, you can.
But most people like that effect that coffee gives them because usually I think a lot of coffee options or the way people tend to drink it, they tend to have more caffeine than the tea options.
Probably, yeah. But like you can adjust the caffeine level in coffee just as you can with tea. So
you mean by brewing it weaker?
Yeah, or just doing like half decaf or whatever, like not.
That's true. You can do that, but
so Ellie's wrong.
That's more process involved.
Oh
whereas
my God.
A tea is just
processes.
It's just. I really think that if you had to pick straight tea versus no sugar, nothing versus black tea, black coffee, compare the two, people will pick the tea.
I just don't. I think you're getting away. It has a better
flavor.
I think Ellie is straying from the original argument because she wants to win, and I think it's just not working.
Of course, I want to win. This is a debate.
It's dumb. No,
this is not a proper debate. By the way, I know this is not. There's a certain way you're supposed to frame your argument.
Well, we all know that coffee's better than tea. So, end of story. End of discussion. Goodbye.
So I will bring up a few other points. More people drink tea than people drink coffee.
How do you know?
I looked into this. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
All these statistics and all that.
Tea is the most consumed beverage aside from water in the world.
Okay.
I think that's for a reason.
I just think that even though I like to adjust my coffee to make it taste more to my liking or whatever. Even though I like to do that, it doesn't mean it's not as good as tea.
It's better.
Wait, not better. It doesn't mean that it's not better than tea. Yeah.
Okay, but see, with tea, you can drink multiple cups a day and be fine, assuming that some of those cups are
You
herbal.
could do that with coffee as well and just drink decaf and you're fine.
It's just coffee drinkers, coffee lovers tend to look down on people that drink decaf. That's what I've noticed.
Well,
unless they have a condition or they're pregnant or something
that's
like
dumb,
that.
and I don't care about that, and that's not the argument.
There's also less options for decaf.
Like what? What do you
like? There's more variety. You know, there's different roasts, different flavor. You know, more varieties of like flavored coffees.
Well, most
origins.
tea is caffeinated too. Like
I'm talking about like if you're let's say you have to have a decaffeinated beverage or herbal, right? On the tea side, you have an herbal option. There's no such thing as an option like that for coffee. It's either regular or decaf, right?
Oh my god.
I mean, you have the different roast level, but
yeah,
it's harder to find a decaf variety. Like, there's less choice, I mean, than there is for the regular caffeinated varieties.
Okay.
You go to the store, you're looking for decaf coffee. There's less options.
There's less demand for it, and that's why.
Sure, that's true. I'm sure that's a big reason why.
I just think that coffee is better. It tastes better. There's so many things that you can do with it.
I feel like I have to see you taste a black tea.
Okay,
next to a black coffee.
I will start trying to find
a tea that you can enjoy black.
No, not a tea, a coffee that I enjoy black, and I will report back with my findings.
Okay, if you can find one that you can enjoy that way, then.
Can I put sugar in it at all? Or is it like...
That's my point, though. You have to do stuff to the coffee for you to even enjoy it.
Okay, fine. I'll drink it straight black, nothing on it.
You don't have to.
Are you happy?
I'm not trying to make you do that. My point is...
I want to do it.
Okay, you can. I'm not stopping you. But my point is, look at all you have to go through just to enjoy that coffee.
My point is, you're wrong.
My point is, you're wrong.
To be honest, Ellie is a party pooper. And she is a...
No, I'm not a party pooper.
Tea pooper.
I'm just a party optimizer, okay? I don't need to stretch it out.
Optimizer?
Oh
my god. No wonder you're not invited. I'm just kidding.
The first hour and a half is the best part. After that, it's like, people start getting loopy. They don't even remember what happened. They don't even know what's going on.
Which doesn't always happen because some people don't drink or they don't drink as much.
And that's why after a certain point, it's not as fun.
They smoke or something else.
Yeah, and then everyone's like in a different reality than you are, and you're like, God. Okay, clearly this is not.
I mean, that's already the case even without that. But anyway.
Okay, I'm just rolling my eyes so much you can't see.
I am
see
too.
We're just rolling our eyes at each other, being like, "You're wrong, I'm right."
She's wrong, and I'm right, and we fought, and I won.
But like I said earlier, neither of us are wrong, and neither of us are right. These are just opinions.
Okay. She likes to tell herself that.
So.
Well, this was a good debate, Ellie. I enjoyed.
Can we even call this a debate? I don't.
I enjoyed fighting with you.
Arguing?
Until the next argument.
On to the next one. That's all we have for today.
I meant like until.
Oh, until the next time. Yeah. Okay.
So.
Did I persuade you or make you see points at all and anything that we mentioned? The rewatching movies? No, you still think the same thing. The hiking? No. The roller coasters? You still think the same, right?
I still think, yeah.
The partying late? Not even my optimizing comment.
I think there is, what do you call it? Utility in having party poopers because party poopers are going to be the ones who clean up, maybe.
You mean a party pooper cleaner? That's what I am. That's what I am.
A party janitor. Party pooper cleaner.
Nothing wrong with that.
Very think useful. That they
someone you want to have around for sure.
Somewhat useful. Just somewhat lame because sometimes you actually want those people at the party and they just don't want to show up.
I am at the party.
At the end.
I am at the party at the end. Remember, I'm cleaning up.
Okay. well, that's, I suppose that is somewhat useful. It's just not what I want. But I still stand on all my points, and Ellie is wrong.
Okay, so I guess that concludes our episode. We didn't persuade each other. We're just staying on our side.
Meow, ooh woo.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I still haven't explained it to her.
Don't explain it to me.
Okay.
Maybe explain it another time. Okay. Well, I enjoyed having you on.
I enjoyed being here and fighting with you and hashing out zero beef.
All right. Well, talk to y'all later.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, meow.
Bye.